countdown. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard, bringing you another game here with the Metro State Roadrunners taking on the CU Buffaloes. Sorry again for the late start here. We had a bit of a pushback here. We have a special ceremony that's going to be taking place here prior to warm-ups and puck drop. And Charlie Marchese, commissioner of the BMHC, down on ice level. Going to be recognizing some achievements here for Metro State from last season. A couple players weren't able to be here tonight that they're going to be recognizing, so I'm going to jump a little bit ahead of Charlie here and talk about the players that are second team all-conference for the last season. Multiple year BMHC All-Star, multiple year first team all-conference selection, and the second leading scorer in the conference, and a member of one of the highest scoring lines in all of the ACHA. Number 11, Tanner Calderola was a stud for the Roadrunners last season, and it's a bummer that we don't have him this year. We definitely need the point production, but what a stud on the ice, and definitely missed this season for the Roadrunners. The second player we're talking about could not be with us here today. 3-year All-Conference Award, 3-time BMHC All-Star, setting the goaltending standard in the BMHC last season, but he's leaving the team in a great place this season to return to Nationals. Dylan Romano, the stud in between the pipes for last season. It was always fun watching him play. Final player that we're recognizing here that wasn't able to be here tonight. Second team all-conference award winner. He missed the entire second half of the season with an injury, but was still recognized by his peers and opposing coaches as one of the best in the conference. Previous first team all-conference award winner and a 2-time BMHC All-Star, and definitely going to be missed both by the Roadrunners and the conference. Defenseman number 4, Sam Miller. 3 great players. Wish them the best of luck in their careers moving forward, and they'll definitely be missed here today as we trying to find a win here for the Roadrunners. 0-4 so far this season, 0-1 in the BMHC so far. Moving forward for the rest of the awards here this evening, or this afternoon, Achieving first team all-conference for the 24-25 season, this graduate anchored his team in consecutive trips to nationals as part of the defensive pair in the country, leading scorer of a defenseman in the conference, a BMHC All-Star and all-conference award winner in every season he played. First team all-conference defenseman out of over 1,500 players in the ACHA Men's Division II West region. He was also selected as a first team West all-region player. Number 21, Soren Bredesen. What a great player back on the D-line. He was probably the best offensive defenseman that I've seen play in all the years that I've been playing, or I've been, doing play-by-play. And especially going into the second half of last season, I got to see Soren play a ton, and especially during the BMHC Classic that Colorado hosts every year. He was so much fun to watch. Reminds me a lot of Cale Makar. Very offensive defenseman, but very smart positioning and knowing where he's going to be at. Now, the next and final individual award here, sophomore forward, had among the best first-year seasons of maybe anybody in the history of the conference. Leading scorer of the team, leading scorer in the entire conference, first-team all-award conference winner, BMHC All-Star, ACHA Men's West Region first-team selection, and 24-25 BMHC Conference Player of the Year, and he's been selected to represent the ACHA in their men's D2 selects team that will travel to Eastern Europe in January 2026. You can't say any more than that. Assistant captain for this Roadrunners squad, number 8 in his first game back from injury, Jackson Tillinghast. Leading goal scorer, leading point scorer for the Roadrunners. Glad to have him back, and congratulations to him. Keep an eye on him in January when he travels to Eastern Europe. Now, moving on into team awards from 24-25 is another special season for the Roadrunners, ranking 3rd in the West, winning regionals, and getting a shot to go to nationals for the second year in a row. First, last April, the BMHC Conference sent an all-star team to the ACHA Men's D2 All-Star Challenge in Philly to compete against 12 other conference all-star teams from around the countries. We want to recognize all of the Metro State Denver participants that were not only selected to be a part of the BMHC team, but instrumental in winning it all and bringing home that championship. Those players that participated: Jackson Tillinghast, Soren Bredesen, Dylan Romano, TJ McLeod, Matt Clift, and Joe Kuzminski. Finally, this team was led by head coach Brady Reynolds, stacking onto his list of accomplishments as head coach of the Metro State Roadrunners, already the winningest coach in program history. And want a big congratulations to all those players and head coach Brady Reynolds for all of their hard work and determination in bringing these awards back to Metro State. Two final trophies here that both belong to the Roadrunners. The winner of the BMHC Conference regular season receives the Union Pacific Brass Spittoon Trophy and a banner to hang in their home rink, as well as the winner of the BMHC Conference playoffs receives the Tivoli Brewers Barrel Trophy and a banner to hang in the rink. Both of these trophies won and now belong to Metro State. And what more can you say about last season's squad? The 2025 BMHC regular season and playoff champions fell short in nationals, but you cannot deny the accomplishments that that team did last season. And I want to give a big congratulations to that squad from last season. I was honored to be a part of it the second half of last season, as well as regionals, and looking forward to what's to come here for the second half of this season. And again, a tough start for the Roadrunners moving forward into the 2025-26 season. A lot of injuries you're dealing with. As I mentioned, Jackson Tillinghast, his first game back after injury in the Rocky Mountain Rumble a couple of weeks ago. Glad to have him back. A tough start, but bright side, yes, you're 0-4 on the season to start things off, 0-1 in the BMHC, but the best news is you're playing the team that was ahead of you last season in the conference standings. And looking at it right now, CU still a very good team, but this is not the same CU team that we played in the exhibition. That was the D1 team that Metro State played and ultimately fell in game one against, and then Coach Brady Reynolds pulled his team off prior to the second period of game two to avoid further injuries. Different team, but same determination. The CU team is very good. They are the defending division champions here in the West Division. So Metro still playing shorthanded, still have a lot of work to do, but it is so early in the season. And after this, we'll talk about this later in the post-game show. Metro heads to Utah to take on the three teams in Utah, University of Utah, Utah State, and Weber State before returning home to play DU. And then we're right back here on October 25th to take on the same CU squad and an opportunity to get some revenge against CSU the following week. So a lot of time left in this season. The standings will fluctuate this early. They'll go up, they'll go down. But the one thing that is most important is to have the determination and the grit. And I know this team does, playing through adversity. And Coach Brady Reynolds lets him know it. He is not afraid to speak his mind, and he is not afraid to let his players know how they're playing. So a lot of good things to look forward to. And having that Jackson Tillinghast back on the ice for the Roadrunners, a leader, assistant captain, it's going to mean a lot for these Roadrunners. Let's go ahead and jump into the starting lineups here for the Roadrunners. Moving forward tonight, as I mentioned, Jackson Tillinghast is going to be your starter on forward, one of your starters. Number 16 follows that up. Hank Cash, he's going to follow that up, as well as Preston Tafoya. Back on the, Jackson Brandhorst on forward. Back on the D-line, Preston Tafoya and Zach Jensen. And in between the nets, Patrick Loeffler. Again, the starter, started 15 games last season as a backup to Dylan Romano. He's tagged as the starter this year. Again, a little bit of a rough record to start things off, but he started 15 games last season, 7-6-0 record, 2.72 GAA, a 9.22 save percentage, and one shutout in those 15 games. So solid in net. And as I mentioned a few weeks ago during the Rocky Mountain Classic, playing three very good teams for Montana, Loeffler wasn't the reason they lost those games at all. He played out of his mind. Of course, there's a couple he wanted back, but some bad bounces, nothing you can do anything about. Working on getting the starters for CU Boulder, so please bear with me here with the pregame ceremony. I was unfortunately didn't have time to get down there and get those starters, but we will get those as soon as we possibly can. Looking at stats, though, for this game and moving forward in the season, the big one, power play. Unfortunately, the ACHA website is a little bit slow to update full stats, so I'm going off the statistics from the games that I was here and doing the broadcast. In those two games, over 9 on the power play, not acceptable, especially against those good teams from Montana. Having a 0% power play, it's a little bit rough. But bright side, penalty killing, 80%, 4 for 5 in those 3 games against those Montana teams. Again, good Montana teams, a lot of firepower. So you got to take what you can get. And as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, you take the good with the bad. You have to. And in this scenario, you got to look at your defense playing well. Patrick Loeffler's playing well. And you're doing everything you possibly can to win hockey games. Last Saturday, don't really want to talk about it, but unfortunately, we have to. CSU came in and got a 5-1 victory. Metro got the first goal of the game in the first period early on and just couldn't get it done. And 5-1 was the final. So that's one you kind of want back for sure. But good opportunity tonight, another in-state rival to try and get a W and get your first one of the season. Again, had things pushed back a little bit. We have another 8 minutes of warm-up here, then the national anthem, and then we're going to get the puck drop and get underway. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will bring you all that action here live on Price Productions.
to the Provident Ice Center, the Big Mountain Hockey Conference. This is game number 5 of the 2025-2026 BMHC hockey season between the visiting Colorado Buffaloes and your MSU Denver Roadrunners. Now the starting lineup for Buffaloes. Starting at left defense, number 66, Hunter Racktag. Starting at right defense, number 23, Calvin Stone. Starting at left wing, number 52, Connor Smithberger. Starting at left wing, right wing, 33, Alex Scoop. Starting at center, number 28, Ben Clark. And starting in goal, number 31, Caleb Allen. The Buffaloes are coached by Chris Stevenson Jr. Now, the starting lineup for your Roadrunners. Okay. Starting at left defense, number 19, Preston Tafoya. Starting at right defense, number 6, Charlie Finish. All right. Starting at left wing, number 16, Hank Cash. Starting at right wing, number 28, Jackson Brandhorst. Starting at center, number 29, Zach Jensen. And starting in goal, number 40, Patrick Walker. The Roadrunners are coached by Brady Reynolds and Rob Farland. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask you to please rise, remove your hats, join us in honoring our country with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back in, everybody, from the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard, producing beside me, Andy McIsaac, and a big thank you to Douglas Sheffield on camera. Game number 5 of this 2025-26 season for the Metro State Roadrunners here, looking for their first win of the season, as a couple of tough losses early on in the season. You started off against the number 1 team, the runner-up of last year's Nationals in Montana State, and then falling to Providence and the University of Montana, and then CSU, rough one last week. But what better time than the present here? CU Boulder, the number 1 team in the division as of last year, and looking to repeat as division champions. Metro State followed them closely in that one last season. CU had a 19-8-1-0 record, a plus 59 goal differential. They beat Arizona State 4-1 in regionals and then fell to Texas in overtime, which made them not qualify for nationals. As we know, Metro State did qualify for nationals last season as well. We're underway. Roadrunners skating left to right, wearing all blue with the cream accents, all business. CU counters, white buckets, jerseys, and socks with the black pants here. And unfortunately wasn't able to get to the starters for CU, so I do apologize about that here. As first shot of the game goes a little bit wide there by CU Boulder, hit up the near side. Kept in close by the Roadrunners. Metro scoring first in the first couple minutes of the game last week against Colorado State, and then gave up 5 straight goals en route to a 5-1 loss. As we get our first icing of the game here. Again, starting in net for Metro State, Patrick Loeffler. Started every game so far here for the Roadrunners. And as I mentioned in the pregame show, not a bad goaltender at all. A couple goals he wanted back for sure against those good Metro State, or excuse me, those good Montana teams, but played very well so far this season. And looking for some help from his offense. Again, first game back for Jackson Tillinghast as he returns from an upper body injury, which kept him out the entirety of those 2 games. This is a quick shot, and it's turnover and a goal by CU Boulder. Scored by number 22, Corey DePonio, excuse me. And we'll try and get you some assists here as well. Boy, not the way you want to start if you're Metro State. That's going to be DePonio unassisted as he stole the puck away there in a bad turnover for Metro State. So last week, again, Metro scoring early. First couple minutes of the game, they fell 5-1. Maybe they can turn the tides here as CU Boulder sends it back in low again. DePonio up the near side boards. That's going to be a first shot of the game there for CU and a first shot goal. As puck rattles around the far side, McLeod picks it up. Top of the point, back to McLeod. Goes through his legs, though. Backing around behind the net, Matt Clift trying to chase after it. Stolen away there by the Buffaloes. Wrapped in behind his own net. Silverman with it. Excuse me, that's Alexandrov, and he takes another shot and scores coming down the left side, and not the way you want to start for Metro. So Alexandrov with the goal there to make it 2-0 in favor of Metro, or excuse me, in favor of CU Boulder. Metro just trying to climb out of this hole early. First shot of the game, though, for Metro goes up and into the netting. We'll get a face-off to the left side of Caleb Allen. Face-off to the left of Allen. Matt Cliff lines up to take it. Cliff wins the face-off. Quick shot by McLeod. Goes wide right. Taken away by Hall. Hall collides here. Now back the other way comes CU. Knocked off the puck there is Tarantino. Hit up the near side by McLeod to Clift. Clift takes a big hit in the near side circle, and now back the other way, though. Here comes Tillinghast. First game back from injury. Drops off. McLeod looking. Centering. Shot just goes wide. Tillinghast able to pick up the rebound. McLeod, little stutter step, lost a handle on the puck there. Good opportunity for Metro. And again, you can feel the energy coming off of Jackson Tillinghast. His first game back in 3 games from an upper body injury. And looking to make a big impact here on that line with McLeod and Clift. Going to take it back out to the neutral zone. Drop it off to Gorsuch. Gorsuch sends it in deep, chased after by Tillinghast. Tillinghast sends it to the corner. Taken away now by CU. Back up, but not out. Knocked in. Tillinghast with it. Center. Tried to drop it off to Cliff on the near side corner. And unable to get a hold of it. Stolen away again. Clift tries to take a shot, and it just goes wide. Tillinghast, far side corner. Loose puck comes around behind the net. Sinicki with it. Good hit there right in front of us by Charlie Benish, but stolen away by CU once again. CU centering feed blocked away. Taken by Gorsuch. He lost a handle on it. Sends it in behind the net now. Puck is tied up there, stolen away by CU. Top of the point. Shot and kicked away, and 3-on-3 now back the other way. Sent in deep by Metro State. And up along the far side boards, kicked out. We have a 2-on-1 now for CU. Down the far side, he stayed on, looking, backdoor shot, he scores. 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game for the Buffaloes on a bad turnover at the blue line, and the Buffs with a 3-0 lead. Wait and get the goal scorer here. Waiting for the goal scoring announcement here. And that goal was scored by Aiden Johnson and assisted by Connor Smithberger to make it 3-0 in favor of the Buffaloes here. 5 minutes gone in the first period. Near side corner again, near side circle. Stolen away by Metro State up against the far side. Nice little pass to the neutral zone. Here comes Tillinghast, and he'll hit it deep and get a line change. That was Cooper Peterson. Buffalo's with it now. Another shot goes out to the neutral zone. Come back the other way. Gorsuch will send it in deep. Chased after by Hall. Up the far circle. Hall picks it up. In behind the net. Zach Jensen. Side of the cage. Shot, and it's saved there by Allen. As we'll get another whistle here with 14:27 left to go in the first period. Face off to the right of Allen. Roadrunners with a big hole to climb out of here. Face off one, shot and a glove save off the face off. Scratches here this afternoon for Metro State. Number 13, Ethan Rose. Number 15, John Schumacher. Number 22, Joseph Kuzminski. And number 72, Blake Reinhardt, the goalie. And we also have a player that's out for the long term, put on LTIR, number 14, Owen Trevino, the sophomore defenseman from Arvada. Previous from Colorado State. We'll miss him, but hope everything is all right with him. Buffalo's with it. Top of the far circle, back to the point. Looking, sends it. Picked up on the near side, sent back in deep. Big hit there along the boards. It was a good shot there by Cale Hall. Metro comes away with it. Hall off the far side now with a little bit of speed coming back the other way is Hank Cash. Cash will try and send it to the front. Gets knocked away. Centering feed. Nobody home. McLeod was there. Puck flutters out to the neutral zone. Tafoya with it. Tafoya sends it up to Cash, and he'll send it deep and go get a change. McLeod got his pocket pick, but was able to keep it in for the moment. Now back the other way for CU. Sends it deep, chased after by McLeod, the captain of this Metro State team. Other way with it to Foya. Foya, a little saucer pass too far for Clift. Clift in the far corner, drops it off in behind the net. Little pass, didn't get through the legs there, the Buffaloes defender. And it's tied up in the near side corner now. Taken away by CU. Good job there. The defensive zone by Braden Piper. It's another shot. Comes out to the neutral zone, stolen away. Here comes Clift with it. Clift, a little backhand. He's going to send it in deep. Chased after by Tillinghast. Clift comes off for a change. Tillinghast tied up with it. Side of the cage. Shot and a save by Allen. Had no idea where it was. It was off the backside of the cage there. And we'll regroup on an icing call. on CU. Face-off's going to be the left side of Caleb Allen. Taken by Seagal. Tied up and taken by CU. Up the far side. Kept in, though, by Gorsuch. He'll send it down to the far corner. Lost a handle on it. Tied up. We had two Roadrunners there. Andrew Santos for CU. Still with it behind the net. Margolis centering feed. Shot. And a save by Allen. Shots tied up at 5 apiece here. 11:55 to go in the first period. 3-0 in favor of CU. Face-off will be to the right side of Allen. As a quick shot there, kick to the corner. Back up to the top of the point. Tafoya tries to send a deep bouncing puck, still loose and kicked away there by CU. Some speed coming back the other way. Taken away, Tafoya. One-touch passes there, stolen by CU. Good stick there by Brandhorst, knocking it down. Brandhorst centering feed, crossing the blue line here. Nice little toe drag. Picked up, shot, saving the rebound, comes out. And CU able to snag it. Boy, that was a good look there for Cooper Peterson. Puck up to the neutral zone now by CU. Kicked in deep, Benish. Tries to get it out. It's kept in, though, by CU. Knocked away. Taken out by Nate Fricky, excuse me. Fricky tying his man up in that far side corner. Taken by Benish. Benish up the near side. Taken by CU. Shot tipped in front. It's still loose. Loeffler making a couple of good saves there. And even better defense for Metro. Stolen away, though. Near side corner. Backdoor shot. What a save by Loeffler. That'll get your bench fired up there. Sliding over, taking away the attempt on the back door here. And we'll have a face-off to the left side of Loeffler. Face-off won by Metro. Coming around behind the net. And back out to the neutral zone, and shot goes high and wide there. As the puck comes out to the neutral zone, now a break for CU. Shot fanned on, and good defense there by Cale Hall, maybe getting a stick on it. The near side, Tillinghast couldn't settle it down, comes back all the way down. That one's no icing, waved off as Braden Piper gets to it. Off the skates of McLeod. McLeod with it. He'll send it in deep. Chase out by Tillinghast. He lost a blade. Happened to him last time he played, and Tillinghast has to limp his way back to the bench here. And he'll just touch it for the icing so he can get off. As Tillinghast was crossing that blue line, went to make a cut, and blade just popped right out of his boot, and he's headed off the ice. Hopefully that's just a maintenance issue and not an injury. Tillinghast a little upset that the whistle wasn't blown sooner than that, but also want to give some credit to CU's players there as well, recognizing that when it came through on the offside, and Tillinghast lying on his back, not much he could do. They kind of gave him the opportunity to touch it, get the whistle. So very classy move there by CU. Pass intercepted there by Charlie Benish, but stolen away now by the Buffaloes. Dropped off, Levkis, centering feed, far side circle. Up against the boards, knocked into the corner there. Tafoya chasing after it. Benish on his man in that corner. Benish trying to use that 6'2", 185 frame here. Wanted to hit, call a big hit by Alexandrov, and he's going to get called. And I don't think he's going to get called for the hit necessarily. He was getting called for the unsportsmanlike conduct, and now he's chirping at the referee and got 2 more. And he's still chirping. Alexandrov's got to be careful here. So power play opportunity for Metro State. And this is the opportunity. You take a good player off the ice, excuse me. And again, the hit was clean. It was a clean hit in front of Metro State's bench. The initial penalty, I think, is coming from Alexandrov standing over, I believe it was Cooper Peterson that took that hit. So now 4-minute power play here for Metro State. And boy, if you're Coach Brady Reynolds, you need one bad here for the Roadrunners. Face off to the right side of Allen, won by Metro. Try and set something up. Roadrunners still looking for their first power play goal as a centering feed shot to save it, still loose. Sent in on net and kicked away. Clipped is going to chase after it. What an opportunity, though, by Metro off that face-off win. That was a heck of a shot there by Hank Cash. Speaking of which, Cash with it. Cross-ice feed up to Brandhorst. Brandhorst lost a handle on it. Kept in by Piper. Piper centering feed, right at the slot. Shot blocked in front. Top of the point now. Clift with it. Far blue line. McLeod, far circle. McLeod skates it in. Little turnaround there by Piper. Picked up again by McLeod, far circle. Top of the point, Clift. Back to McLeod. Cross-ice feed, he was looking there for his defenseman. Good play. And we're going to get a penalty here, and that's going to wipe out one of the power plays for Metro. It's going to be on Hank Cash there on that diving slide. So we're going to go 4-on-4 for 3:02. That's going to negate one of those 2 penalties taken by Alexandrov. Metro will still have 1 minute and 2 on a power play, though, after this 4-on-4 is up. McLeod's having some words with the referee, or he also has to be careful. Four-on-4 hockey here, 8:09 left to go in the first period, and boy, no short of action here to start things off. 3U in favor of CU. Icing waved off. Good hustle there by Tillinghast. Tillinghast tied up against the boards in the far corner. Comes free, picked up by Polachek. Sent down the far side for the Buffaloes. Shot in deep. Loeffler comes out to play it. Loeffler sends it up the near side looking for Benish. Puck stolen, centering feed goes right off the legs there of Corey DiPonio. And CU with some momentum here. Up 3-0. Top of the point. Valco makes a move into the near corner. Looking, lost a handle on it. Taking back the other way now. Genki. Top of the point. Turns around. Near side to Stone. Stone. Far side. Top of the right circle. Back to Geeky. Geeky with it. Tries to take a shot. Good D there by Jackson Tillinghast. Buffaloes will get one person off. Make a slow change here. Good. That's Goki, excuse me, not Ginky. Stone with it, top of the point, and it's all Buffaloes right now here. 6:40 left to go in the first. Kept in. Stone takes it to the slot. Looking. Shot, he scores. Might have been tipped, but it was still a top shelf shot there. CU goes up 4-0 here with 6:36 left to go. And that goal is going to be scored there by Calvin Stone, number 23. Stone, the 6'170" right-handed shot from Denver. Extends the lead for the Buffaloes to 4-0 with 6:30 left to go here in the first. Still playing 4-on-4 hockey, another 19 seconds as Tillinghast tries to make a move to the center. Puck knocked away to the far side corner, Clift with it. Clift up to Piper, back to Clift, far circle. Clift looking shot, glove save, and it trickled just wide. Good job knocking it down there by McLeod as the Roadrunners are about to go on a power play here for another minute. As Piper picks it up, find his own net down the far side. Piper with it. Takes it to the middle. Looking shot off a stick, up and out of play, and we'll get a whistle here. 5:54 left to go in the first period. Face off to the right side of Allen. You can see the fire here at Jackson Tillinghast. And he forces a face-off change here. Cloud on the face-off here. Face-off won by the Roadrunners. Top of the point with Clift. Clift looking, dropping. Tillinghast back to Clift. 40 seconds left on the power play. One-timer shot goes wide. Sails around the near side. Chased after by Cash. Clift picks it up, takes it all the way around behind his net. 30 seconds left on their power play opportunity. Up the far side, here comes Tillinghast. Over the blue line. Drops it off, picked up, looking, shot. Goes high and wide. Good look there by Cale Hall. And now back the other way. One touch pass to Clift. Back to Tillinghast. Tillinghast with it. Knocked in by Hank Cash. And sent all the way down with 5 seconds to go. Blocked, actually, at the blue line there, McLeod with it. Looking for Tillinghast down the other way. We have a 2-on-0 now. Right circle. Backdoor looking. Shot! And another save there by Loeffler. Spreading that far side pad out. With under 5 minutes to go, it's a big save there for Loeffler. 10th shot of the game for CU. Centering feed in between the feet there, Braden Piper. Sent up and into the net by McLeod and out of play. Metro choosing to change it up here. Face off to the left side of Loeffler. One by CU, top of the point. They'll send it in deep. Tied up along the near side boards here. 3 Buffaloes, 3 Roadrunners there. Rattles in all the way behind the net. Tafoya with it. He'll send it off the boards. And pass just a little too far outside the reach of Tafoya. And back the other way now for CU. Levkis with it. Makes a move, makes another move, sends it far side. And Levkis wanted a call. He's not going to get one. Taken away now by Gorsuch. Gorsuch bringing it down the near side off the boards. Up to Peterson. Peterson tries to send it deep, and it goes up into the bench and out of play here. 3:59 left to go here in the first period. Face off to the left side of Allen. Be Justin Segal. Segal wins it. Top of the point, unable to settle it down and get a shot was Margolis. And kept in for now in that far side, near side corner. Good hit there by Margolis. Taken away now by the Buffaloes. One touch pass, Stone with it. Stone with the last goal here for CU. Wraps it in behind the net. Gorsuch with it, that far side. Lost a handle on it. Looking for help from Hall. Hall ties his man up. Far circle. Taken away by Gorsuch now. He'll send it up and down. Thought it was going out of play there for a second. As pass attempt was blocked. Now taken away by CU again. Fluttering pass up the neutral zone. A foot race now as Piper lost a handle on it. Ties his man up. Kicked away, though, by CU. Side of the corner. Shot and a save there by Loeffler. Comes back up to the blue line. Near side circle. CU lost a handle on it and flipped up and out of play. Metro will get a line change here. 2:47 left to go in the first period. Fans, stick around during the intermission here. We'll recap the events here. That slow start for Metro, hot start for CU is another opportunity in front. Backhand shot just goes wide. And we'll preview the second period of play and what to expect. It's another shot, bouncing puck, and covered by Loeffler as we'll get a whistle here. Also want to give a shout out to our sponsors for Metro State, Optimex Sports, Game Ready Fitness, Rhinehouse Bocce Beer and Brats, and of course Price Productions, supplying all the broadcast equipment for this afternoon's game. Once again, I'm Drew Galliard, producing for me here tonight, this afternoon, is Andy McIsaac, on camera, Douglas Sheffield. Thank you all for your help here. Back the other way, here comes CU. Good collision there right at the blue line. Neff's got the better of Charlie Benish on that one. And sent in deep by CU. Wraps around to the near side. DePonio couldn't settle it down. Taken away by Brandhorst. Metro looking for any kind of momentum here, just not able to get it. Back the other way, here comes Tillinghast. We're going to get momentum here. This is the line to do it. Tillinghast cuts to the middle, looking. Shot, blocker, save. Clift knocks it in deep. McLeod looking for Tillinghast, a little too far. Against the near side, kept in by Tillinghast, but off a body. And taken away now by the Buffaloes. Up the near side. Looking. And good defensive break up there by Tillinghast. He's tied up. And Tillinghast a little too far, but able to come away with it. Up the far side to Clift. Clift looking. Drops it. Tillinghast. Far circle. Cutting in. Looking in front. Nobody there, off the net to himself. Back up to the blue line. Taken away is Hall. Hall looking. Shot goes high and wide. Tillinghast taken down. No call. The far side board's taken away now by CU. Sent up to the neutral zone. Kept in by Piper. 45 seconds left in the first period. Collision there at the blue line. Kept out. Good defensive play there by Cale Hall. Another good hit there. The passing just not there for Metro State early on in this one. Bank pass up to the neutral zone. Sent in deep again. Tagging up was Labuglio. And back the other way. Good hit there right at the neutral zone by Gorsuch. And taken away by the Roadrunners. 7 seconds left. Pass goes off the stick of Peterson. Peterson couldn't settle it down. And into the far side corner, and that's going to do it for the first play. Tough one there for Metro, and a late shot by CU. That's David Lefkis. We'll see if that results in a penalty after the fact. Rough start here for Metro State. They trail 4-0 against CU Boulder. And we'll see if any penalties come from the shenanigans here after the buzzer. We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll bring you that first intermission report right here on Price Productions. Welcome back in, everybody, from the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. Tough one after one period of play as the Metro State Roadrunners still looking for their first win of the season. And they got a big hill to climb in the next 40 minutes of play. They're down 4-0 against the CU Buffaloes here. And wish I had some better highlights here in that first period of play for Metro. A couple good opportunities they had. A couple power play opportunities as well. Just couldn't find the back of the net here. Scoring-wise, 55 seconds into the first period of play. CU getting a goal there from number 22, Corey DePonio, unassisted. Then a minute 5 seconds later, after that, Dominic Alexandrov. I'll get that right. I apologize. Able to make it 2-0. 221 after that. Another goal there by Aiden Johnson, assisted by Connor Smithberger, made it 3-0. Then at the 13:24 mark, Calvin Stone from the top of the point, able to skate it in, find a corner, and got it home to make it 4-0. Shots in that first period of play, 12-10 in favor of CU. But, looking at it, shots on goal, pretty close. Metro's getting shots through. Couple quality chances there from Tillinghast. I know everybody's happy to have him back as well. And that line there of Matt Clift, Jackson Tillinghast, and TJ McLeod, you got to follow them into battle. That is the line that you need to watch, and we'll need to step up here in the second period to at least get on the board. You can't score all 4 goals at once. It's going to take 4 separate times. But you got to start somewhere here with 3 minutes left to go. Metro 0 for 2 on the power play here so far. CU 0 for 0. They haven't gotten an opportunity yet. I'm curious to see at the end of that first period of play, there was some back and forth and a late hit, looks like, from CU. Referees were talking about it, but we haven't heard anything. So we'll keep you guys updated here as the second period gets underway. We're 2.5 minutes out from that. We'll take one more break and come back. I'll bring you second period action here from the Ice Center at the Promenade on Price Productions. Welcome back in, everybody, from the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard, producing for me here this afternoon. Andy McIsaac and Douglas Sheffield on camera. 4-0 in favor of CU Boulder after one period of play. But as I mentioned there at the end of the period and the beginning of at the end of the postgame show, late penalty, Therefore, CU, it's going to go against number 71, David Levkis, as he takes a penalty late after the whistle there in that first period. So starting on the power play here is Metro State. It's McLeod's shot, goes off a body. Loose puck coming free, banked off behind the net. McLeod with it in the near circle. McLeod looking, drops it off, up top to Clift. Clift drops it back off. Tillinghast pass a little too far there. Looking for Hank Cash and send all up and all the way down here. And yeah, you're down 4 goals here. You got to start somewhere. This power play would be a heck of a place to start if you're Metro State. Cash over to Clift, coming out of their own defensive zone. Clift back to Cash. Sends it up Tillinghast. Tillinghast drops it off McLeod. Looking, Tillinghast. Centering feed off the pad there of Allen. And back up to the top of the point. Clift looking. Tillinghast near circle. Back to Clift, top of the point. Shot off the post! Taken away by McLeod. McLeod looking, side of the cage, one little one-touch pass there. Still loose. Picked up by Tillinghast. Good start to this power play. 40 seconds left to go. Clift, Tillinghast near circle. Still looking, drops it. Clift looking, shot, tip just goes wide. Good look there by Braden Piper, using all that 6'6" frame in front of the net. Far side looking, shot goes off a body, still loose, kicked away, rebound, and knocked away there by Allen. Tillinghast still with it. Backdoor attempt went a little too far there for Cash. Up and all the way down here with 10 seconds left to go. Good start there for Metro, ragging up 4 shots on that power play. As it expires, 2 Buffaloes collide there at the blue line. Send up and all the way down. Icing's waved off as Allen comes out to play it. Loose, front, shot, backhand goes off a body in front. Not all the way through, though. Metro playing with some good intensity here. Stolen away. Turnaround shot off a stick. Picked up again. Taken away by Siegel. Siegel with it. Near corner. Looking. Point. Shot. Glove save as Brandhorst going for the deflection in front. We'll get a whistle here. Great start for Metro State. Again, you got to claw your way back somehow. You got to start with 1. Good way to keep the momentum going. Face-off's going to be the right side of Allen. Zach Jensen lines up to take it. It's tied up, still in the dot, taken away now by CU. All the way down. Corey DePonio with it. 2-on-1. Good defensive play there by Benish. Up the near side, boards kept in, sent all the way down, chased after there by DePonio. Back out to the neutral zone. Little stick battle there with Brandhorst and number 21, Zane Polacek. Brandhorst couldn't get a handle on it. Just loosened the feet there, taken away by Metro. Off the board, sent down, chased after there by Tillinghast. Valco's on him. Tillinghast drops it in behind the net to McLeod, near side corner. McLeod looking, lost a handle on it again. Metro just having trouble getting possession and keeping possession. We got a penalty coming up now. And it's going to be a slashing call here on Josh Goki. So Metro, their 4th power play opportunity. And again, you want to build off that momentum here. 16:39 left in the second period. You're down 4-0. You got to make something happen here. Roadrunners making some noise on the bench here. McLeod lines up to take it to the right of Allen. One by CU, but good job by Tillinghast getting there. Puck comes free, knocked away by McLeod. McLeod far side. Looking to set up here. McLeod wraps all the way around to Tillinghast. Looking. Shot just goes wide. Bull. Good look there by Tillinghast. First game back from injury. You can tell he wants one here. Up the near side with some speed. Puck knocked away off a body. Tillinghast up the far boards. Gonna come away with it. Leaves it for Clift a little too far there. Minute 20 left to go in the power play. Up the far side, Tillinghast looking. Over to McLeod. He'll bank it off the boards. Takes a weird bounce. In behind the net, sent all the way down there by Calvin Stone. Loeffler comes out to play it. Drop it off to Clift. 1 minute left to go in the power play here for Metro State. In over the blue line, taken down, no call. McLeod off a body. Picked up again, Clift. Sends it down. Trying to make a move there was Tafoya. And sent all the way down, chased after by Drench. As Loeffler comes out to play it, takes a bad bounce. Dodged a bullet on that one. Branch sends it around behind the net, chased after by Clift. 30 seconds on the power play. Good hit there by Clift. Miscommunication there, and a good forecheck by CU. Still back in behind the net. Trying to make something happen here. Cale Hall, 15 seconds on the power play. Time for one more rush. And a bad pass off a skate. And it's kept in the defensive zone by Metro. And that's pretty much going to effectively wrap up the power play here. So 0 for 4 is Metro State. Up the near side. Knocked in. Opportunity. Looking shot on the short side. Went wide. Good opportunity there by Zach Jensen, Speaking of which, Jensen ties it up in behind the net. Finally comes loose. Picked up there by Levkis. Levkis flips it up to the neutral zone. Picked up to Foya. Sends it deep. Back out to the neutral zone. Stolen away. Fricky lost a handle on it. Back in the other way. Knocked in deep there by Hebel. Loeffler comes out to play it. Tied up in that far corner. Taken away now by Peterson. Peterson stood up. And taken by CU. Shot. Goes off the body there of Tafoya. And back the other way now for Metro. If they hurry, they got some numbers. Bad pass off the skates of Fricky. And now back the other way comes CU. Alexandrov drops it off. Hebel lost a handle on it. Hebel hits the brakes. Far corner. Far circle. Looking. Shot bouncing. Goes wide. Alexandrov in behind the net. The far boards. Back to the point. Kept in. Shot tip goes wide. Still kept in by CU. Finally picked up by Fricky. And Metro's dying for a change here. 13 minutes left to go in the second period. Shot kicked away. And that's the first shot of the period, though, for CU Boulder. Up the far side, Schumacher chasing after it, kept in. All Buffaloes right now, again, trying to get a change here for Metro. Top of the point. Shot low. Juvenis lost a handle on it. Able to, again, keep it in. CU's offense here is relentless. We have a tired group of guys here for Metro. One able to get off. Here comes Clift. Clift chasing after it. He's got the speed. Far corner. Couldn't get off his man, though. Clift tied up. Little spinorama. Now back the other way for CU. Fanning on the pass, though. And brought in. Tillinghast picks it up. Tillinghast down the left side. Over the blue line. Drops it. Clift looking. Shot. Tipped in front. Just went wide. As Tillinghast tied up in the paint there. Taken away by CU. Cross-ice feed. Good defensive play by Braden Piper. Otherwise, that was a breakaway there for CU. Goki. Cross-ice pass. Through a bunch of sticks. Tied up to the right side of Loeffler. Taken away by Metro. Off the near boards. 2-on-2. Tillinghast over the blue line. Looks, cuts to the middle. Shot just goes wide. And McLeod had the stick knocked out of his hand, or he would have had an opportunity there. Back up, top of the point. Sends it. Piper shot blocked. And back the other way now comes CU. Neffs will send it in deep. Picked up there by Corey DePonio. Lost a handle on it, sent all the way down. Picked up by Valco. Valco outside of his blue line. Sends it up. Stopped at the blue line. Looking back door. Shot and a save by Loeffler. As Neffs is wide open in that near side circle. And Loeffler sliding over to make the save. 10:59 left to go in the second period. Score has not changed. 4-0 in favor of CU. Face off to the left side of Loeffler. We had Zach Jensen thrown out of the face-off dot. Won by CU. Top of the point. Looking. Shot off a body. We have a breakaway now. Jensen. Right side. Lost a handle on it. Shot just goes wide. Good look there by Zach Jensen. And now back the other way comes CU. Good defensive play there on Taranto. Still loose. Left side of Loeffler. Near side corner. Right up against the boards. 3-on-3, fighting for it. Comes loose. Looking towards the middle. Another good defensive play. A little collision there to the left of Loeffler. Picked up in behind the net. Simpson lost a handle on it. Taranto drops it off. Looking for Valco. Valco's shot gets blocked. Sent up and all the way down. And that one will be an icing. We're going to whistle here at the 10:02 mark of the second. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here on Prize Productions on YouTube. Feel free to hop into the chat. Drop us any questions, comments you have. Love to answer them on air. Interact with you great fans. Metro State still looking for their first win of the season here. Got a big hill to climb with one half of the game ended. Over the blue line the other way. Trying to make a move there was Alexandrov. He's in behind the net. Off a body. Picked up there by Fricky. Fricky out of his own defensive zone. Sends it up. Shot and a glove save there by Peterson. Peterson with the shot, excuse me. And we'll get another whistle. Well, again, you want to try and take the good with the bads here. And, yeah, you're down 4-0, but look at the penalty sheet here. Not a single one in the penalty kill column for the Roadrunners. Good discipline, as this is a very physical CU team. Had a linesman trip up there off the face-off. Gets up with a smile on his face. Glad he's okay. Cross ice feed tip. Sent in deep. Loeffler comes out. Stops it behind his net. Has a man on it. Shoots it over Peterson. Couldn't get a handle on it. And kept in. Chance now. CU. Shot, glove save by Loeffler. Boy, a wide open chance there by Neffs. And Loeffler with the beauty of a glove save, keeping it out. 8:58 left to go. Excuse me, that was number 28, Sean LeJuvenis, with the shot. Loeffler robbing him with the mitt. Loose puck, come back the other way now. McLeod with some speed down the right side. McLeod drops it off. Tillinghast shot and a save. There by Caleb Allen. Get another whistle here. Face-off left of Allen. Very aggressive face-off formation there by CU. Won by Metro, though. Little stutter step at the blue line. Shot, save, and the rebound comes loose. A diving opportunity for Tillinghast. Couldn't get a stick on it. That was a good look there from the point by Cale Hall. Come back the other way. Sticked away by McLeod. Couldn't finish the check. Stone with it, top of the point. Shot goes high over the net. Tillinghast chasing after it. Knocks it back up to the neutral zone. Buffaloes will rewind to their defensive zone here. Stone drops it off. Sent in deep there by Tafoya. Allen comes out to play it. Drops it off. And up the far side corner. Breakout now for CU. Stutter step. Around his man. Right side circle. Good defensive play by Benish. Following it up and getting a stick on it. That one's not going to be an icing. Allen comes out to play it. Good hustle by Margolis on the forecheck. Sent up off the boards. No icing on that one either. Benish chasing after it. Benish drops it off the far side boards. Taken away now by Metro. Tied up. Good stutter step there by Braden Piper. Piper sends it up to Benish. Chased after now. Looking for an opportunity. It's Hank Cash. Sent back in. Knocked away by Allen. Up the far side boards. Top of the point. Sent in deep. Wrapping around behind the net. Taken away by Polacek. Puck comes loose. Chased after by DePonio. Loeffler comes out to play it. Drops it back off. Just defenseman Zach Jensen there. Now an opportunity the other way for Metro. Right circle. Looking. Bad angle shot. And it went high and wide. Kicked in by Tafoya. Still with it is Margolis. Margolis with a chance. Cuts through the crease. And a good collision there behind the play. Back the other way now. Another good defensive play there by Colton Gorsuch. And we're going to get a whistle here. This might be Metro's first penalty of the evening. And it is. It's going to go to Preston Tafoya there on that last play. It's going to be an interference call on that 2-on-1. Tafoya just had to tie his man up. Otherwise, it was a pretty easy backdoor goal there. Face off, left side of Loeffler. Won by the Buffaloes. Alexandrov drops it off near circle for Johnson. Johnson again, near circle. Alexandrov, top of the point, far side. One-timer shot, and the rebound comes loose. And another shot went high and wide. Near side again. Alexandrov, top of the point. Drops off again. Johnson, near circle. Shot blocked and tied up there by Benish. Couldn't get a handle on it. Two players go to the corner. Benish, one Roadrunner on two Buffaloes. Finally comes free. And not able to get it out, though, as McLeod finally able to send it all the way down. That was a good look there by Jackson Brandhorst. Up the near side. Trying to pick his pocket there is Tillinghast. Goki pokes it in deep. Loose in front. Shot. He scores. There's another penalty coming up there as well. That one will be negated. That's a power play goal for CU at the 5:38 mark. And it's 5-0 in favor of CU. And it looks like Neffs is going to get credit for that one. He's the first one through the handshake line. Yeah, Isaac Neffs picks it up and able to get it home. And now there's going to be another penalty on Metro as McLeod's having words with the referee here, trying to figure out what's going on. And as it stands right now, Jackson Brandhorst is going to be in the box. And Metro is going to start shorthanded once again. Boy, that's brutal. Brutal in the sense of you just got scored on the power play. Now you got your penalty killing unit's got to try and break up another one here with 5:30 left to go. And that Isaac Neff's goal is going to be unassisted to make it 5-0 in favor of CU. The hill the Roadrunners have to climb just got a little bit steeper. Top of the point, near side to Ponio. Again, top of the point again. Stone is looking for Levkis. Sends it in behind the net. Looking in front. Far circle. Levkis with it. Levkis to Stone, top of the point. Pass intercepted there by Braden Piper. Sent up but not out. DePonio, right circle. Back to Stone, little too far for him, and that'll come back out to the neutral zone here. Minute left on the penalty to Jackson Brandhurst. Shot off the post there by CU. Back up to the point. Tipped up by Clift and tied up alongside the far boards. Flipped up and out in a foot race. Can Clift get there? Allen comes out to play it, directs his defenseman behind him. And CU will regroup here. 4:11 left to go here. Levkis brings it over, cuts to the middle. Lost a handle on it. Levkis tries to send it out. Now the Roadrunners with a chance. 3-on-1. And Alexandrov able to break that one up. Boy, bounces sometimes just don't go your way. That's a tough break there for Metro. Alexandrov tries to cut to the middle. They'll pick it up along the far boards. Good poke check by Tillinghast. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. 3:30 left to go here in the second. Loeffler comes out to play it. Metro able to kill off that power play. Send up back to the neutral zone. Sent in off a body there by Brandhorst. And it comes back out to the neutral zone. Alexandrov with it. Takes a chop there by Tafoya. But if you're Metro here, you got to be careful with plays like that. That could have been a slash. Don't want to make this hole any deeper. Alexandrov playing with it behind his own zone, or own net, excuse me. Top of the point now. Far side wrapping around. Alexandrov again. Little no-look backhanded pass taken away now by Brandhorst. Brandhorst down the far side. Tries to send it deep was McLeod. Unable to get there. Back up to McLeod. And just knocked back in the defensive zone here. Palachik grabs it at the near boards. Glance off a hit here. Sent in deep. Chased after. Cash. And again, sent in deep there by Margolis. Allen comes out to play it. One man on him. Up the far side. Taranto. It's muscled off the puck by Benish. Comes in free, looking, shot, and it goes high and wide. As we had a player trip over Allen. Another shot blocked there was Siegel. He lost a handle on it in a foot race now. Braden Piper getting to it first. 2 minutes left to go here in the second period. 5-0 in favor of CU. Glancing off a hit again. Piper playing with a lot of intensity, which is good. Margolis sends it in on net. Puck stolen away. Loose in that far side. Shot tipped. Went wide. And we're going to have a shoving match and a whistle here. And Allen's getting into it. And we'll see if anything comes after this. It looks like Allen was mad. Margolis made a little bit of contact with him there on that last play. Not much on the replay. Minute and a half left to go. Faceoff's going to come outside of the zone. And Metro is going to get a penalty here. No, matching penalty, excuse me. And it looks like we're going to play some 4-on-4 here. And both, wish I could tell you who the penalties are on. Both players are wearing temporary jersey numbers, not on the roster sheet, so I apologize about that. Playing some 4-on-4 hockey here. Face-off tied up and won by CU now. Minute 20 left to go. We're going to start the third period 4-on-4 as well. Puck is loose. Little backhanded pass attempt, not there. Now back the other way. Here comes Ginky. Looking towards the front, nobody home. Now with some speed, we have a 4-on-2 for Metro. Back the other way. In over the blue line. Tafoya drops it. Looking. Shot off a body. And knocks out again. Fricky there. Able to pick it up. Is Buglio. Back to Fricky. Fricky makes a move. Fricky, right circle, fighting off a stick check. And stolen away back the other side now by CU. Right circle, looking, shot and a glove save. There by Loeffler. 40 seconds left to go here. Fans, stick around for the second intermission report. Again, bad highlights, unfortunately, for Metro. We'll get you the highlights here and update you on what to expect from the third period of play. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to hop in the chat. Love to answer any questions, comments anybody has. As face-off is won by Metro State up the far side. Tillinghast dodges a check. Bouncing puck taken away now. McLeod, far circle, looking, shot, scores! Matt Clift breaks the shutout, gets Metro State on the board. It's 5-1. And now a chance the other way. Tillinghast shot just goes wide. So we can get the assist here for you. So Tillinghast with the assist on that. And McLeod with an assist as well. So we end the second period here 5-1, but Metro finally breaks that goose egg. And we'll go into the third period down by 4 once again. We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll bring you that second intermission report here from the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. 5-1 in favor of CU after 2 periods of play. This is Roadrunners Hockey here on Price Productions. Welcome back in, everybody, from the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard, producing for me here this afternoon. Andy McIsaac, Douglas Sheffield on camera. After 2 periods of play, Metro State trails CU Boulder 5-1. But man, that second period was probably the best Metro has looked in a few games. Taking you through the goals from the previous 2 periods, CU 4 in the first period, under a minute in, as number 22, Corey DePonio, found the back of the net. Minute and 5 seconds later, Alexandrov, made it 2-0 CU. Following that up, my Aiden Johnson, making it 3-0 at the 13:24 mark. Defenseman Calvin Stone walks it in from the top of the point, making it 4-0 after 1. Then moving on into the second, took 14 minutes and 22 seconds before Isaac Neffs found the loose puck right in front, able to shovel it home, giving CU a 5-0 lead. But again, Roadrunners, very resilient team, and finally broke that goose egg, and hopefully that's going to get a little bit of momentum here at the 1932 mark, as number 37, Matt Cliff, received a pass from TJ McLeod and found the top of the net, making it 5-1. Shots in that second period evened up at 10, still 22-20 in favor of the Buffaloes. Looking at special teams, only 1 power play goal, and that might have been a bit of a broadcaster curse on that one, because right after I mentioned how good Metro was staying out of the box, they took back-to-back penalties, and unfortunately on that Neffs goal there, that was a power play goal. So CU 1 for 2 on the power play here this afternoon. Metro State 0 for 4 after 40 minutes of play. Moving on into the third, again, got a big hill to climb here. You take that goal there late in that second period and just try to build on it. That's all you can do. It's one thing I keep saying. You got to take the good with the bad. And in this situation, the bad is you trail by 4, but the good is you still have 20 minutes left to do it. You got a little bit of momentum. You're still on home ice, and still a lot of hockey left here to play. We're going to take a break, but before we do, I guess I can take you through the out-of-town scoreboard here, previewing some games. For example, Broncos and Jets over in London at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Mountain Time start. Make sure you set your alarms and get ready for that one early tomorrow morning. Avalanche, after winning their first 2 games of the season, they play at home again here tonight, taking on the Dallas Stars and Mikko Rantanen, who had 3 points in the Stars' first game of the season. That game is going to be at 7 o'clock here tonight for the Avs. Looking at the Major League Baseball playoffs, the Mariners and Blue Jays advance to the ALCS. Game 5 of the Brewers-Cubs is going to be tonight at 6:08. Winner of that series will play the Dodgers in the NLCS. College football here, CU playing host to number 22 Iowa State. Iowa State with a 10-7 lead at the half. CSU last night, big upset against Fresno State, 49-21. The Rams led 35-14 at the half. Good win there for CSU. And currently UNC on the road taking on Idaho. The Bears with a 10-0 lead with 8:44 left to go in the first quarter. Now we'll take a break. We come back, bringing that third period of action. Again, still a lot of hockey left here to play. And Metro just trying to keep fighting, still looking for their first win of the season. We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll bring you that third period action here from Westminster, Colorado. It's Roadrunners Hockey here on Price Productions. Welcome back in, everybody, from the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. Third period action. Metro State trails CU 5-1 after 40 minutes of play. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I'm Drew Galliard, producing for me here tonight. Andy McIsaac, Douglas Sheffield on camera, as we still have 24 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey to start this period off. And Coach Reynolds getting aggressive, have the line that just scored. It's two quick shots there for Metro. Top of the point, Piper. Shot goes off a body. Goes behind the net. Tillinghast picks it up, far circle. Tillinghast turnaround shot. Goes through the crease and wide. McLeod chooses to bring it out to the neutral zone. Both players out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. Tillinghast, chance now, right circle, looking, shot, score! There it is, Jackson Tillinghast. Early on in this third period, finds the back of the net. It's 5-2, and Tilly with some good words of encouragement for his squad here. 5-2 in favor of CU, but don't count out the Roadrunners quite yet. As that puck goes up and out of play. See if we have any assists on that one here. Still waiting on the call from the PA here. There's an assist. I couldn't see who that was, but boy, I mentioned it earlier in this game. Tillinghast in his first game back after missing 3 with an upper body injury just was buzzing those first 2 periods. Let's see what the call is here. So Matt Clift gets the assist on that one. That's his second point of the afternoon. As Metro cuts CU's lead to 3. CU with it, though, here in the offensive zone. Looking towards the middle. Good defensive stick there by Labuglio. And now Metro back the other way. Lost a handle on it. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Taken away. Hall looks down the right side. Fluttering pass. And the bounce just went a little too high for Hall there. In behind the net. Wraps around the near side. Out to the neutral zone. Metro there. Flips it up and in. Tagged up is Labuglio. Near side corner. Has to hit it back to himself. Piper pinching up and able to keep it in. Turnaround pass goes all the way around. Allen coming out to play it. Allen with a little deke there on Labuglio. As we're going to get a whistle. The puck up and out of play. Face off to the left side of Allen. Siegel lining up to play it. Lost the face off and now back the other way. Here comes Piper into his own defensive zone. Trying to chase off Dranch's forecheck. Picked up far side. Well, slap shot goes high and wide off of Piper. Glad he's okay. That came up high. And a whistle now. And it's just a high stick. So we'll have a face-off outside of the offensive zone for CU. CU still with some offensive zone time here. Loose in front, shot kicked away, and in behind the net. Back up to the top of the point. Looking, shot off a body again, didn't get through. Near side corner. Toronto looking. Far side point, it's loose. Good hustle there as we had two players collide at the neutral zone. Coming back the other way is Benish. Benish lost a handle on it. Benish trying to cut towards the middle. Stolen away there by Calvin Stone. Stone with a goal here tonight as well for CU. DePonio. This pass was knocked away. A bad pass there, though, and fluttering shot. Back the other way, Tillinghast. Last goal scorer there for Metro State. Gonna chase after it in that far side corner, finishing his check. Taken away by McLeod. Comes up along the boards of Valco. Stolen away. Shot tip goes wide. McLeod looking. Left it for Tillinghast. Couldn't get a handle on it. Valco with it. Bouncing puck comes free. Turnaround. Shot tip attempt. Flutters right into the glove, and we'll get a whistle here. 15:35 in the third. McLeod to the right side of Allen. Won the faceoff. Still loose. Picked up. Looking. Shot. Goes low and wide. Good look there by Tafoya. Got the Metro State cheerleading squad here as well. Across the way. Good to have them. And another good crowd here, though, for Metro on a Saturday afternoon game. Top of the point. Looking. Shot goes wide. Blocked away. Near side, Tillinghast with it. Sends it in front. Little bank pass there. He's looking for Matt Clift. Now it's come back the other way for CU. Fluttering shot on. Caught by Loeffler, and we'll get a whistle here. Again, want to thank everybody for coming out, watching the game, or watching here on Price Productions on YouTube. As an opportunity now back the other way for Metro State. Over the blue line. Little stutter pass there. Far side. Dropped off again. Picked up. Near side corner. Looking towards the blue line. Hall puts it on. Went wide. Looking for his man on the back door there. Gorsuch. Trying to send it in deep. Goes off a couple of bodies there. Far side corner. Good hit there by Brandhorst. Brandhorst still trying to stay on it. That far side. Finally comes free for CU. Cross ice feed knocked away. Chased after by Smithberger. Loeffler sends it up. It's going to trickle out to the neutral zone. Comes in over the blue line. Gorsuch still on it. Some momentum. Goes in around behind the net. Johnson. Far corner. Top of the blue line. Little stutter step into the right corner. Shot off a stick. Up and out and back to the neutral zone. Pass knocked away. 2-on-2 now the other way. Here comes Clift. Looking. Fanned on it. Tillinghast was calling for it. In behind the net, Tillinghast. Top of the point, off a stick, and now a foot race back the other way. 1-on-1. Cutting towards the middle. Good defensive play there. As the puck comes loose, Charlie Benish able to keep his man off the puck there. No penalty was called either. Speaking of which Benish sent it in deep. Metro's offside. And now back the other way. Here comes CU. Spranto in behind the net. Pumps the brakes. Drops it off. Looking for Dranch. Stolen away now. 3-on-1 for Metro. Down the far side. He's got a man back door. Fricky. Loose. Wraparound shot just goes wide. Top of the point. Piper with it. Fanned on the shot, now back the other way. Here comes CU. Simpson down the middle, looking shot, just goes high and wide. Back the other way now for Metro, stolen. Dranch with it, looking for a man in front, nobody there. Fricky picks it up, tries to backhand it to his defenseman, nobody home. Fricky now back the other way comes Metro. Sent in deep there by, I believe that was Labuglio on Allen, and we'll get a whistle here. Want to give a big thank you to Metro State sponsors here, Optimex Sports, Game Ready Fitness, Ryan House, Bocce Beer and Brats, and of course Price Productions. Face off to the right side of Allen. .12:01 left to go in this one. Metro State trails by 3. There's a tip in front, just flutters wide. Bouncing puck coming back the other way now. Chased after by Goki. Goki sends it around behind the net. Tafoya's there. Up the far side. Stolen by Neffs. Neffs takes a hit. Sent up and all the way down. No icing. Allen comes out to play it. He'll drop it. Metro turning up the forecheck in here as the puck goes up and out of play. We'll get a whistle here with 11:25 left to go. Lynn, I do have a list of scratches for this game for Metro State. Ethan Rose is out. John Schumacher is out. Joseph Kuzminski is out. And Blake Reinert was the scratch for the goaltenders. And then Owen Trevino is on long-term IR. He stepped away from the team for personal reasons. So obviously I hope everything's okay with him. He still could return. He's just not on the roster as of right now. Back the other way, 2-on-1 for Metro. Back door, good stick. Puck is loose and kicked away. Now back the other way for CU. 2-on-1. Far side, top of the circle, dropping off. Good stick in the defensive zone there by Zach Jensen. And back the other way again by Margolis. Margolis tries the toe drag, lost a handle on it. And here comes CU. Up the far side is Alexandrov. Looking towards the middle, sticked away and poked through. Boy, that's brutal. After a quick back and forth for both of these teams, bad bounce for Metro, and it goes through, and it looks like Stone is going to get credit for that one, his second of the game. Six to 2 here, 10:37 left to go. And I'll tell you one thing, if I'm Metro, you keep playing as hard as you have in the last half of this hockey game. You know Jackson Tillinghast will for sure. This puck comes in on net, we'll get a whistle here. Faceoff's going to be the right of Allen. And again, as I mentioned, you're getting momentum here. You have not played bad, especially in the second half of this hockey game. Again, it's still early in the season. Loeffler comes out, takes it in behind his net. A little juke. Picked up by Benish, near side, flipped up. Close to offside, but kept in. Alexandrov, near point, or excuse me, near boards, picked up, looking, shot, and a save by Loeffler. Of a face-off to the right side there of Loeffler. Shots are 28-25 in favor of CU, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty call. Coming up on the Buffaloes. And that's going to go on Alexandrov once again. Another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Fifth power play opportunity here for Metro State. As we're going to get a redo here. McLeod lining up to take it. First power play unit on for Brady Reynolds' squad here. And Loeffler's going to get kicked off. Tillinghast lines up now to take the face-off. Won by CU. Still loose side of the cage, though, and picked up by the Buffaloes and sent all the way down. Loeffler leaves it behind his net. Clift with it. Up the near side. Here comes Tillinghast. Tillinghast, right circle. Puts it on. Save and kick behind the net. McLeod with it. Roadrunners trying to get a power play goal here for the first time this season. Tillinghast drops off. Piper looking. Net. Shot off the post. Rebound comes loose. Goal! Tillinghast picks up the rebound and shelves it home. His second of the night. Making it 6-3, 9:16 left to go. That's the first power play goal for the Roadrunners this season. And boy, we're happy to have Tillinghast back. What a spark he's been. That's his third point of the afternoon as well. 2 goals and an assist for Tillinghast. And again, Metro's not done yet. Down the near boards. Tied up. Good stick lift there by Cliff. And no whistle on that one. Excuse me, that's Labuglio. And that is going to be a penalty. And Labuglio got tied up. And he's going to get the tripping call here with 8:53 left to go. He's getting called for slash. So that must have been on the way down. Third power play of the afternoon for CU. They're 1 for 2 so far. Face off to the right side of Loeffler here. 8:53 left to go in this one. CU picks it up. Stone down the far side. See if there's any assists on Tillinghast's goal here. So it looks like Cash and Piper both with assists on that Tillinghast power play goal here. Boy, what a game back, though, for Jackson Tillinghast. Face off left side of Loeffler. Won by Metro and sent all the way down. Stopped by Allen. We'll see the Buffaloes come back the other way now. Drop pass to Levkis. Levkis over the blue line. Sends it on. Loeffler with it. He'll eat it. And we'll get another whistle here. 8:04 left to go. Face off one, taken by Stone. Far circle, dropping to the middle, kicked away by Loeffler. Wrapping back around near circle. Ponio, far circle, looking again towards the middle. And a little foot race now and kicked all the way down there. Good play by Brandhorst. With under a minute left to go in this power play opportunity for CU, they're 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Going back to Tillinghast as well, led Metro State in points last season. 24 goals and 55 points in 28 games played. So, again, Coach Brady Reynolds is happy to have him back. As the puck tipped up into the Roadrunners bench, we'll get another whistle here. And Tillinghast went out early in that very first game of the season against Montana State with that upper body injury and missed 3 games because of it. So again, a slow start to Metro season, but you can't be upset about their performance here in the last half of this second period, or this last half of this game, excuse me. Still a long season. And this is a very good CU Boulder team as well. Won the division last year. Metro is second. Both teams qualified for regionals. And Metro won both of their games, advanced to nationals. And as I mentioned in the pregame show, CU Boulder beat Arizona State 4-1 and then lost to Texas in overtime. So the Buffs with it. Valco. Penalty is over. Shot goes wide. Tied up along the near board. 6.5 left to go in this one. Piper, chasing after it. Hebel on him. Good hit. Now back the other way. Comes Clift. Little flutter pass. Goes in on Allen. He'll cover it up, and we'll get a whistle here. Face off to the right of Caleb Allen here. Metro State trails by 3, 6 minutes left to go here in this one. I'm Drew Galliard, my producer. To my right, Andy McIsaac, Douglas Sheffield on camera. Again, want to give a big thank you to Price Productions, providing all of our broadcast equipment for this game. Face off right side of Loeffler. Isaac Neffs lining up to take it for CU. We'll get counter with Zach Jensen. Won by Neffs. Hackett drops it off near circle. DePonio. Back to Hackett. Top of the point. Far side. Good stick there by Brandhorst, knocking it away. And he'll get hit. 1-on-1 now. Poked away. Still loose. Picked up. A little backhanded shot. It's a good look there by Tafoya. Up the far side now. From CU, stolen away by Metro. Puck knocked away, back the other way. Here comes Ginky over the blue line. Able to stay on sides. Quick shot and a glove safe there by Loeffler. Face off, left side of Loeffler. Won by Metro State. Piper grabs it. Sends it up. We're looking for Tillinghast. Goes off his stick, in on net. We'll get another whistle here. But that second period seemed to fly by, and the last 10 minutes of this one's been some good back and forth between these two teams. Face off, left to Allen. Won by CU. And a good hit by Piper right in front of the score box on Johnson. Another good hit there in that far corner. Puck is loose, kept in by CU. Fluttering shot, high up over the net. Johnson and Piper getting into it there a little bit. Stolen away now by CU. Up that far boards. Top of the point. Puck bounces and lost a handle on it. Looking towards the middle. Good poke check by Piper. Near side corner again. Looking towards the middle. Picked up. CU. Shot. Gets through. And a whistle there. Loeffler makes a save. 4:26 left to go here. Boy, another player to watch this season is going to be Braden Piper. And that's 6'6", 240-pound defenseman. Last played at Trine University from Parker, Colorado. He's the ideal defenseman. Another good hit there by Cooper Peterson. Good physical play now by Metro. Fricky lost a handle on it. Fricky with it. Got poked away. Tied up there. Benish chasing after it. Near corner. He'll take a check in the corner. Sent up but not out. Valko. The knuckle puck. He'll little slap pass there over to Palachik. Palachik comes in around behind the net. Back to Valko. Valko puts it on. Goes low and wide. Chased after now. In behind the net. Labuglio couldn't get to it. Up the near boards again, up it, finally out, and here comes Fricky, 2-on-2. Fricky, backhanded pass gets blocked, poked away by CU. Fluttered up in the defensive zone for Metro. As Tafoya trying to fight his man off, puck comes free in the neutral zone, sent in deep. Intercepted by the Buffs. Little shot goes low and wide, side of the cage. Good defensive play there by Tafoya. Tying his man up. 3 minutes left to go in this one. Taken away, Fricky. Back to Tafoya. Tafoya, no-look pass. Down the near side to Margolis. Margolis cutting in. Across the neutral zone, Margolis takes a hit. Able to steal it away, but now back the other way comes Alexandrov. He'll take a shot, it's kicked away. Margolis sends it in deep. 2:40 left to go in this one. 6-3 in favor of CU. Lefkis picks it up. It's off a body. Another good hit right across the blue line. Picked up in the defensive zone by Metro. Sent in deep. Chasing after it. Calvin Stone to DePonio. Got his pocket pick there. Sends it in deep and wide. Chase after his Brandhorst. We'll get another change here for Metro. 2 minutes to go. Fans, we want to remind everybody, stick around for the post-game show. We'll recap this one, preview upcoming games here for Metro State, and get you all ready for what's to come here. Let's get you your 3 stars of the game as well. Minute 45 left to go in this one. Another good little stutter step there. Nobody home. Picked up far side by CU. They'll send it in deep. Loeffler drops it off. Benish gets hit. Loose puck in front. A good hit on DePonio. Back to Valko. Top of the point. Shot goes off a body. Now back the other way. Tillinghast looking for his third. He gets stick checked. He's trying to get around there on the breakaway. It's a good look there by Tillinghast. Picked up Arthur Street with it. Clift. One-touch pass bounced off his stick, though. Taken away McLeod. McLeod looking right circle. Shot and a blocker save. 1 minute left to go here in this one. And Metro's not going down easy. Tillinghast ties his man up. McLeod lost a handle on it. Tillinghast couldn't get to it. Up the far side to Foya. Back out to the neutral zone. Clift drops it off. Tafoya lost a handle on it. 35 to go. Up the near side, Jensen. Excuse me, that's number 26, Cale Hall. Sends it in deep. Clift is there. McLeod tries to keep it in, unable to. Braden Piper picks it up in his own defensive zone. Sends it up. McLeod shoots it deep. Chased after by Stone. Stone picks it up the near side here. 13 seconds left to go in this one. Taranto gets around his man. Puck goes in deep. Dranch with it. Good hit by Piper. That's going to do it. Final score here from the Ice Center at the Promenade. CU comes in, takes care of business. They win this one 6-3. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take you through that post-game show here, preview upcoming games, and get you all set for next week. This is Roadrunners Hockey on Price Productions. Welcome back, everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. Boy, a rough one for Metro State as they fall by a score of 6-3. They now drop to 0-5 on the season and 0-2 in the Big Mountain Hockey Conference here. And a rough one. But again, I've said this every game. You take the good with the bad. And boy, if they could have just played the way they did from the midway point of the second period on through the rest of that game, it would have been a completely different game. And this is a good CU team. You can't take anything for granted. They are a good team. They won the division last year. Metro came in second. Bright side is you got production from your assistant captain and actually all that top scoring line of Clift, McLeod, and Tillinghast. And, things to build on. And I know this is very disappointing for Metro fans as well as Coach Brady Reynolds here, still without a win on the season, but the bright side, a lot of hockey left to be played here over the course of the season. Let's get to the highlights here. Back in the first period of play, it was all CU with 4 goals there in that first period of play. 55 seconds in from number 22, Corey DePonio. Following that up, Dominic Alexandrov, making it 2-0. Number 33, Aiden Johnson getting on the board. And number 23, Calvin Stone to make it 4-0 after one period of play. Moving on to the second, number 9, Isaac Neffs on the power play, able to make it 5-0. But then 5 minutes later, for Metro State, Matt Clift from TJ McLeod and Jackson Tillinghast, got MSU on the board with just 28 seconds left. You felt a little bit of that momentum come through. That one was even strength. They started the third period 4-on-4 before Tillinghast gets another one from Clift just 38 seconds into that period, making it 5-2. And at that point, you're like, okay, maybe we can get a little bit of comeback here before Stone gets his second of the night, making it 6-2 midway through. A couple minutes after that, Tillinghast again, this time from Braden Piper and Hank Cash on the power play to make it 6-3, and that is your final. And again, I talk about taking the good with the bad. Special teams, you finally get a power play goal, and it was a beauty from Jackson Tillinghast. 1 for 5 on the power play for Metro. Again, not great, but you got that monkey off your back, able to get on the board. Penalty kill, you're 2 for 3. Again, not perfect, but pretty darn good on the penalty kill. You had held CU to just 3 power play chances. Yeah, they scored on the first one, but you shut them down after that. Meanwhile, CU Boulder went 4 for 5 there on the PK. So some good, some bad. Loeffler played well. Wants a couple of those shots back for sure, but did what he could. It's just about finding a rhythm. And I mentioned earlier, Tillinghast has missed the last 3 games with injury, which includes most of the first game of the season as well. These players are still learning how to play each other. We have some scratches. Obviously, you lose Owen Trevino for the immediate future as well. So a lot of playing around of lines for Brady Reynolds as well. And just a tough one here, but a lot to look forward to if you're a MSU fan. Get you to the 3 starts of the game here, and Matt Clift is getting the 3rd star with a goal and an assist in this one as well, mostly for that first one there at the end of that second period to break the goose egg and get Metro on the board. Number 2 star, Jackson Tillinghast, also from Metro State, 2 goals and an assist on his first game back. He led the team in points last season with 24 goals, 31 assists, and 55 points. Looking to get back into form. In his first game back, he did just that. Number 1 star of the game from CU, Calvin Stone with the game-winning goal and 2 goals on the afternoon. Congratulations to him. Previewing upcoming games here for Metro State. They head on the road for a little bit. 3 games in Utah. First taking it on the University of Utah on the 16th. That's a 7:30 p.m. puck drop Mountain Time before taking on Utah State 7 p.m. on the 17th. And Weber State on the 18th at 7:15 p.m. as well. Return home on Friday the 24th at Joy Burns Arena, taking on DU on the 24th. And then we're right back here again on the 25th, taking on this very same CU team. 1:15 warm-ups, 1:30 puck drop here. And kicking off the month of November, it's going to be a long road trip for them. November 1st, we'll take on CSU here at the Ice Center, the Promenade, before 5 straight games, 6, 7 straight games on the road, 8, 9. It's just a long road trip for Metro State. So good crowd here for a Saturday afternoon game. We got underway a little bit late. I still think we finished a little bit early, which was great. Good crowd. I want to thank everybody who tuned in on YouTube here on Prize Productions. Thank you so much for interacting with the broadcast. And again, pass the word along. All Metro games are streamed for free on YouTube on Prize Productions, and would love to interact with the fans more. And it means a lot to have everybody watching as well. Want to give a big thank you to my producer here to my right, Andy McIsaac, on camera, Douglas Sheffield. Thank you, fellas, for doing such a great job here tonight. Makes my job a heck of a lot easier every single one of these game days, so I appreciate you both. Once again, final score here from the Ice Center at the Promenade. CU Boulder 6, Metro State 3. We'll return here in a few weeks after the boys head to Utah. Once again, I'm Drew Galliard. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Roadrunners Hockey here on Price Productions. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.